Whoa! Hello guys, good morning. This is Francois and you are watching Panama Cards. Today I wanted to have a small talk. I wanted to make this video about the soccer market in general. Soccer market is brand new for sports cards, I mean. So you don't have, a lot of people are just discovering the market. A lot of people are getting here and don't know much about football. They just like cards. And then most of the people not knowing much are trying to discover, and that's good. Lots of people doing their own research and trying to figure out who were the stars around 2014, for example, because 2014 Prizm is the first Prizm set, and that's kind of the referent set in the hobby, and that's like real good to have. The more people come in the hobby, the more people like soccer cards, the better for the hobby. Now you have some cards that just went down because the season finished. You had the Champions League finals in which Paris Saint-Germain didn't win. So you have, for example, the Mbappé cards and the Neymar cards are going a bit down. People are panicking about that. I wouldn't panic. It's all good. Don't worry. It's normal. If that's when someone will not play well or not score a goal in a game, his value will go a bit down. But don't worry that in a few days the French league is starting again, and those guys will score goals and their value will be right back where they were. I think there's now a growing demand on soccer cards, and that 2014 set is really nice. But the thing is, a lot of people don't know yet much about soccer. They're buying Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar, Mbappé for the 2018, but are still trying to figure out which are the other players. And if you look on eBay or whatever platform you're buying from, you will still find superstars in those sets that are still like $2-3 cards, and you can still make a lot of money, whether you're a collector like me, more a flipper or an investor. There's lots of options and lots of growing potential in that market. Also, you have the 2014 set, which is like the base, but it's not the first World Cup card set. You had, like, for example, I realized recently, I wasn't even aware, I was by just mistake at it. Oh, there's a card there. Upper Deck has a set for 1994 World Cup. Panini made sets for the 2006 and 2010 World Cups. Those sets carry really interesting cards, and they're still cheap. That's way cheaper than the 2014. So I would recommend everyone who wants to know a bit about the older sets, even who knows a bit about the stars of that period of time, look into those sets. There might be some interesting cards. You can still buy packs or boxes. Well, depends on the price and how much you want to pay. But yeah, so let's come back to the Prizm 2014 set. If you don't want to buy the Neymars, the Messis, and the big stars that their cards are already like $100+, you still have a lot of huge superstars that you will still find in that set. For example, there's many more, but my personal favorites are two retired players that to me are like two of the best attackers of all time. First of them is Samuel Eto'o. You can still find lots of his cards for really cheap. I think less than $5 you will find this card. And same for Didier Drogba. Didier Drogba, Ivory Coast, the best player of all time for that country, and won Champions League with Chelsea. Samuel Eto'o win it twice, once with Inter, one with Barcelona, and he was the main guy there. So to me, that's a player, if you look at the big picture, he's a superstar in the history of soccer, and you will always find him. And he won't have a lot more cards printed, because that's mostly the only Prizm that was printed while he was still active. He will not, if he has more Prizms, it will be like Legends sets in the future. But otherwise, you can only have his Panini from the 2010 World Cup, maybe from the 2006, but Prizm, there's only one. That's those cards. So really, really good investments. You can find those cards for less, I will not say less than $5, but maybe less than $10 for sure. Now, lots of people right now are turning to stickers too. That's a personal decision. I was collecting stickers when I was a kid. I had albums in the 80s. I had the World Cup Italy. My first World Cup album stickers was in Italy '90. So that's quite old. And all my childhood I was collecting stickers before cards. But to me, the fact of collecting and grading and getting a card graded, a card is made to be held in hand. It's an object. To me, the object with stickers is the album. So you will stick your sticker in the album, and collect a complete album can be interesting. I don't do it, but at my mom's place, I think I still have a few albums, full albums of those World Cups. So I personally look only into cards. There's still like the rookie, which is the first one, we don't know, but I prefer to look only into cards. That's my personal point of view. So up to you if you prefer to go with stickers, but you don't have the notion of rookie card, rookie sticker. That's a bit weird. But now that we're gonna have every year soccer sets printed into cards, in a few years I think we won't have that problem anymore, and you will have the new players every year. Will have the rated rookie logo if it's Donruss or Optic, and you will have the rookie logo for all the Prizms and stuff. So that will come with time, because soccer is quite new in the card industry. So yeah, I will go only always with cards. Now with the positions, like in football, like in basketball, you have positions that bring more interest. For example, in basketball, centers, with the exception of maybe Shaq, have least attentions than the scorers and things like that, and that's normal. In football, you have the quarterback, which has the ball in his hands on every play, has a lot more value than defensive players, for example. That's logic. And obviously in soccer is going to be the same. Goalkeepers and defenders will have less value, but there are still stars and huge defenders or huge goalkeepers that you will be able to find, and those guys should still have values. I'm talking for the 2014 set. I have lots of cards still in the mail, so I have not many examples, but I think about a guy like Thiago Silva, who just got transferred to Chelsea. Huge career, and his cards are still dollar cards in the 2014 Prizm set. I'm thinking about guys like Dani Alves. Really, really, really good guy. Long career, huge career, lots of titles. A guy like Vincent Kompany, Sergio Ramos. All those guys are legends in defense, like you had in the 90s, Paolo Maldini, for example. Those guys should be worth a lot of money. So that's one thing. And the goalkeepers too. Thinking about Manuel Neuer, Iker Casillas, Gianluigi Buffon, Thibaut Courtois, Keylor Navas. Those guys are really famous and have had a huge history, and I think those positions should be rewarded, at least the superstars at that position, obviously. Also, I've seen recently some comments. I think it was a video of Flipping Steve yesterday or 2 days ago, and some comments were saying, because Flipping Steve was actually picking some cards from David Silva and Thiago Silva, and someone said, yeah, those guys are nearly retired, nearing the end of their careers. So why? You shouldn't pick up a player because he's ending his career, even if his career was great? Would that mean, like, for example, a Michael Jordan rookie today would not be worth anything because he's not playing anymore? I think you have to look into the legends. Like I just showed, some guys like Eto'o or Pogba, or Drogba, for example. Pogba is still playing. So yeah, I think those guys should be interesting. And look into the 2014 set. There are some superstars that are still cheap. Modric, for example, super cheap. Higuain, super cheap. Alexis Sanchez, also super cheap. Arturo Vidal is just in talks to get transferred to Inter and join Alexis Sanchez and maybe have a really nice end of career, because things didn't work really well for him in Barcelona. So yeah, look by yourselves and try to find like they say, the low-hanging fruit, because there's many low-hanging fruits in soccer right now. So also we can talk about the transfer market right now. It's interesting to look at the change of values in a card for players who has the interest of another club. Right now, Messi is the main guy everyone is talking about. Where is Messi going? Like LeBron James, when he said he was leaving and he took his talents to Miami. Where is Messi going to take his talents to? Is he going to Inter Miami with David Beckham too? I don't think so. Might be Manchester City, or maybe staying in Barcelona. We'll see in the next few weeks what happened with him. But also that makes a lot of people talk about him, and his value is still up there. Even though his last game he lost 8-2, so his value should go down. But Messi, because he's still like one of the greatest, if not the greatest footballer of all time, he's still up there in the talks. One thing Barcelona should really do, and that's something that just appeared in the news, is the talks about that Griezmann against Joao Felix swap. I think that's the best solution, to my opinion, for both the teams, because Griezmann is a guy whose skills work way better with the system that they have in Atletico Madrid. And Joao Felix skills work way better with the system of keeping the ball always, like Barcelona likes to do. So even if Barcelona has to add something in the deal, I think they really should do that. I think that's the best options for both clubs who are deceiving at the end of the season in Champions League. Both clubs could win doing that trade. So I think that's really something they really should do. Another team that caught my eye in the transfer market is obviously Chelsea. Chelsea got Timo Werner, who to me is a 100 million worth player, and they got him for 50 million. They just signed Thiago Silva this morning, I don't know, time difference. So Chelsea players for next year are players to watch. Last year they played a lot of young players like Tammy Abraham, Mason Mount. Those young players will play in a really big team next season. So I think Chelsea has a really good shot at the top three in the Premier League this season, knowing that Liverpool is not backing down and they're still there. And Manchester City is making some moves too. They already made some moves. They already signed Nathan Ake in defense. So that's something they needed to have a really sure central defender position. So yeah, I think those three teams will fight for next year's title in the Premier League. Really, to me, the best league to watch in Europe. So yeah, that's about it. I wanted to talk. Don't forget to comment and to give me your feedback, whatever you think. If you watch the video, if you like the video, if I should do things better, I'm just starting, so you know. I really like I spend my day watching a lot of videos, especially the videos from Flipping Steve. He's always making me laugh, and he's really humble and learning a lot of stuff. Brandon Chung also is really funny. I like the analysis of Cardhauer, Vincent, also a Belgian guy like me, and he's really going deep into the statistics and stuff, and he's more like, he really likes the stickers too, what I'm not, but really like to watch his video too. Also shout outs to other sports. I really like Super Jam Sports videos for basketball also. The comeback card investor is also really funny, and personal finance that really like. I watch a lot of videos on YouTube, so yeah, really shout out all those guys, even if I don't know them personally, but I really like to watch their video. I hope everyone keeps on doing nice videos. Thanks for watching. Hope you subscribe if you think I'm interesting for you guys, and maybe see you next time. Bye.